My name is Mia Gordon, and I'm the owner and founder of Basically Soap. I make co-processed soap, just the bar soap. I do dabble with lotions and lip balms and body butters and sugar scrubs as well. But this is my specialty, this is my business right here. And today we are going to be making a cocoa soap, and it's actually, give me the chocolate soap, right? It's actually this bar of soap that I have on display. That's what I'm going to be making today. And the ingredients, like I said earlier, cocoa butter, castor oil, coconut oil, and olive oil. And I also use honey, cocoa powder, colloidal oatmeal, Celsius, tapioca starch, rice flour, and that's all I'm putting in there today. So rice flour, colloidal oatmeal, and this is my tapioca starch, which I anchor with my fragrance oil to help it bind and the soap and the fragrance last longer. All right, that is, do you have any questions? Yeah.
No. Does this soap offer coloring? How are we gonna make the soap?
No, you're not gonna make the soap. I'm gonna make the soap, and I'm demonstrating how it's made.
You're gonna make the soap.
Yes. All right, so right now I'm about to weigh out my oils, and in my recipe for this size mold, it's about 50 ounces of total weight that'll fit in there. So I'm going to weigh out 36.1 ounces. I melted this last night in my slow cooker, like the coconut oil and the cocoa butter. With this, I'm going to also blend my additives in with the oils, that it disperses throughout the oils and it doesn't get clumped up when I do it, or if I did it after the lye was already added. It just makes it easier to work with the soap. Oh, here it is.
Where did you want it?
Be facing that way. I don't want it facing me, but.
Okay. You'll get an extension board.
Any questions so far?
No, that was that the olive oil?
This is all of my oils. Yes, I melted them down in my slow cooker together. All I had to do was weigh them out. It's called master batching. You make a large batch of whatever soap-based oils that you use in certain recipes, and all you have to do when you go to make soap is just pour it off, and you don't have to weigh each individual one every single time. This is rice flour, so I use rice flour because it's very anti-aging. It helps smooth the skin and wrinkles and things like that. And it also helps with sun exposure, skin, and things like that. I like using rice flour. And my social oatmeal is the main ingredient in Alvino body soap, bath soap. This is all they're putting in it. This is the main ingredient. Welcome.
Hello, how you doing?
Colloidal oatmeal. And so I use this in every recipe of soap that I make because it's soothing to the skin. It helps you retain moisture. It's been used for hundreds and hundreds of years in body and bath and body beauty products. So it's like, why try something new when you can pay $30 for a pack of that at the grocery store? So hi everybody, my name is Mia. This is Basically Soap. I am making a chocolate soap, and I'm about to blend in my additives, rice flour, and colloidal oatmeal right now into my oil. The lye hasn't been added yet. I'm just blending this into my oils.
What did you start with? This is your base.
This is my oils. This is olive oil, coconut oil, castor oil, and cocoa butter. So I was explaining earlier, I master batch this so that I can just pour it off as the amount that I need for my recipe when I'm making it, instead of weighing out each individual oil at one time. She was the inspiration for me starting my business. I started because she had really bad eczema, and she would go to school and get rashes. Contagious rashes that is common in schools that you never heard about, and none of the medication was working. And it got to a point where they wanted me to put medication on her skin that could possibly burn her skin. So I was like, that doesn't sound right. To heal, it has to burn. No. That got me into my roots. I know castor oil be moisturizing. I started castor oil and her bones went away in probably a week. And it was amazing because she had them for like 2 years. This one rash just would not go away every time. She would just go to school and it would come up. And it's because if the kid touches it and they touch you somewhere else, it just spreads like that. It's called molluscum something else.
Been there, done that.
So I mean, it was horrible. I started making body butters and putting that on her skin and using cocoa butter as well as shea butter and mango butter and jojoba oil and almond oil, getting a good mixture of oils and, as well as castor oil. But she wouldn't put it on her skin. She would get out the tub and she would not put this stuff on her skin for nothing. If I didn't do it, it wasn't done. She didn't know where it was. She don't know when the last time she seen it or anything. I was like, I gotta start at the source. She taking baths, she cleaning herself. I gotta make her soap. Cause the soap is stripping her skin. It's not doing anything. And she not doing anything to put anything moisturizing on top of her skin after she gets out the tub. So I was like, if I make a moisturizing bar of soap, then she won't have to worry about putting on body butter or anything. She can just go, and I'll be okay with that. But yeah, so that's the story behind basically. So I blended my additives just so it could be dispersed in the oils evenly, and I don't get clumps or anything like that in my soap if I waited until after the lye was added.
I'm sorry, what are your additives?
Colloidal oatmeal and rice flour. And I have also honey and cocoa powder, which is chocolate. So I'm gonna anchor my fragrance, which is maple syrup, with tapioca starch. So it'll help to bind the fragrance into the soap, and it lasts. Tapioca starch. This has been around in bath and beauty products for hundreds of years.
It's my first time.
You know, I learned it's so much natural stuff that we see in the grocery store. We don't even know that we can be using this on our skin, and we're buying beauty products that have a little tiny piece of this and paying $30 for it when you can get a bag of this for like $20. I got a 22-pound bag for $20, and I put it in my soaps because it's soothing to the skin. It has antioxidants in it. It also helps to bring moisture into the skin and protect that barrier on the skin. They use it in baby soaps. They use it in baby lotion. They use it in a lot of different products. But they call it by the scientific name, which I do not know. But tapioca starch, if you research the history or research beauty products with tapioca starch, you'll be surprised what you see.
How do you spell that?
Tapioca.
Is that edible also?
Yeah, you can cook with it. It's vegan, made from a plant. Yep.
That's maple.
This is maple sugar fragrance oil.
Is that the fragrance you're the one? That's what the fragrance gonna be, or?
This is a fragrance.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm going to add my fragrance in here as well, just because it just helps it go back better without having to do it after the lye is added. Because sometimes you don't know how it's going to react, especially in your environment, and it's kind of humid in here. So I'm not sure how it's going to react with the lye setting up. But it shouldn't have anything too bad. My last demonstration, I didn't check the fragrance oil to see if I should use it for a demo or I didn't test it out first. And I should have, because that soap set up so fast. I have a YouTube video of me molding it. I molded it in that. I did get it into the mold, but people like seen it just get hard as I blended it. It was just like, and I was just working it, having to work, and they thought it was gone. I was like, no, I'm about to use this at home after it cures. I can still use this. Still got the same ingredients, it just the reaction happened faster. Alright, so I'm going to weigh out my lye now, and I put my lye in these HDPE containers. They're chemically treated so that they can hold acids and lye and bases, or strong bases, which lye is, and things like that, different types of chemicals. So because lye is some nasty stuff, and you do not want to forget this. You don't want to have any problems with that leaking or eating through the plastic that you're storing it in. I've heard people talk about that they had put their lye in their garage, and after a couple of months, stuff started rusting around their garage. Different equipment, their tools were rusting, and it was because it was the lye. It was the corrosiveness of it's a dangerous chemical. You don't want to really truly mess with it too much, or at least if you do, just respect it and be safe. This is going to be 17 ounces.
So what was this that you just poured in?
This is lye.
What lye?
Yes, I make my lye solution using aloe vera juice instead of distilled water. Sometimes I might put fruit in there, not fruit, but like cucumbers. I might make a little slurry of cucumber and use that as part of my water, and then I will basically compensate with distilled water or something like that. So that is welcome.
Thank you, sir.
No worries, no worries. Here's my oils, my lye, my cocoa powder that I have not put in yet, my honey that I haven't put in yet. I'm gonna wait until after I add the lye to the oils to add my honey, because honey has a lot of sugar in it and it can speed up the reaction of the soap. You know what? I'm going to put my cocoa powder in my
What kind of water was that?
Water. Smells like
She starts with olive oil.
and castor oil.
Oh, and castor oil.
Yes, so I started with a base oil of cocoa butter, olive oil, castor oil, and coconut oil. And this is my lye. I had additives of colloidal oatmeal and rice flour, as well as honey, and my cocoa powder, which I just added into my oils. And now we are about to pour the lye in.
My mother makes it when I was a child.
You can use distilled water. Something that doesn't have sugar in it would be the best thing, because lye just reacts differently with sugar, and the reaction will definitely go faster. And now I'm going to be adding my honey, because I like honey in my soaps.
Do you have a list of your ingredients that we can get in Bounty?
There's pamphlets over there with all the ingredients that I usually use in all of my soap recipes. And then you could also go on to basicallysoap.com, and every single soap has a list of every ingredient for that particular soap.
Eat yours, eat, H-E-A-T. My mother used to make soup, and they
Heat up itself, but there's no need to heat it. I am giving away a free sample pack of my face soaps, and which include exhilarated face soap, turmeric and activated charcoal, and sea moss and turmeric.
How do you make the colors, different colorations?
You just pour whatever color you want in there, and
to
you
mix it, the swirls.
you just make different layers. So I'll just have different containers with different colors, and then pour it and have different layers, and then I will put it in the soap, and you can layer it just like flat, or you can like different swirls where you can pour the other colors into one big container and then pour it into the mold, or you can pour them all into the mold at different times. It just depends on what you want to do. You can check out my YouTube channel, Basically Soap. There's plenty of videos to show you exactly how I layered a lot of these soaps actually right there. That heart soap, I have a video of that. Green and black one is an Eagles heart soap. I did that because the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I was like, I need to make a soap for the Eagles. I have a video of the swirled one at the top in the middle, the red, green, and the dark green. The pink one with the flowers on it. So it'll show you, yes.
Yeah. Oh, what time did it start?
At 5:30.
Thank you.
So this is pretty much done. Does anybody have any questions?
Let me see the mold you said you.
This is my mold.
Okay.
I had different colors, then I could pour it in different layers.
Like containers.
If I had like a container with soap in it like this, in this container, I guess I could pour them in at different times or pour them in together. It just depends on how creative you want to be and how you want your soap to look, or if you just want to just experiment. So
I'm sorry, what are you using for your color base? What
this
are-
is cocoa powder.
Okay, then for the different colors that you blend in there? How you make different colors?
I don't make the colors, I buy them.
Oh.
It's called mica. You buy them, and they have a whole freaking array of colors, freaking micro glitter, large glitter. They have little beads called jojoba beads. They're little moisture beads. They look like little pebbles or something in the soap.
Right.
Like, you can buy all kinds of stuff to go into the soap. I do not make anything but the soap.
Okay, alright. Now, where would you buy that stuff at? Online or something?
Yep.
Oh,
You can sell it at Michael's. You can get soap kits at Michael's.
You find.
I go to a array of different places. One place is called Wholesale Supplies Plus that has fragrances. It has everything any crafter would want for making soap, lotion, body butter, spray, whatever. Wholesale Supply Plus has all of that. There's also Crafter's Choice, which Wholesale Supplies Plus buys their products from a lot of times. This is my fragrance oil. I got this from New Direction. Brambleberry.
What scent is that?
This is maple syrup. So I'm not sure if you smell the fragrance.
Oh, that smells good.
yeah, I want
I
one.
can see that.
So yeah, it does smell like it's edible. It's not edible at all, but it's so good. That's why I was like, oh, I gotta make a soap with this fragrance. Cause I made body butter and it smelled so creamy, and like I sold out in that body butter so fast when I did a vending event. So I'm gonna have to bring it back, but I used that fragrance. I was like, let me try it with
That
let's
was
see.
my next question. If you do events.
Yes. You can sign up, or you can scan the QR code to leave me your information, and I will send you out events. You can follow me on Eventbrite. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram. I post all the time. I post if anything is coming up, or if I'm doing anything. I'm having an actual soap making class in June at the Boys and Girls Club in Newark. If you want to actually make your own soap, and it will be the same type of process, lye, oils, you will have your own mold that you will take home with your soap bars in it, and that will be June 14th, and you can scan that QR to register for that. I do other events. I'm actually going to be doing the Whitehall Market, I think at the end of the month. I'm signed up for May 25th, I believe. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing Community Day at the Green on UD campus. Just follow me on my social media. I will post what I'm doing or where I'm going to be, so you can find me.
What is your name?
Mia. My name is Mia Gordon, the owner and founder of Basically Soap. Yes. They're on the table over there.
It's right there.
Oh, now how long does it take to?
For it to set up. Because it can take minutes for it to set up. My last demo, the soap was set up before I even left. It was hard as a rock, but it was hot. Like if you felt the bottom of it was cooking, but it was I wouldn't move. I put through a dorm window. It was crazy. But to set up, this soap will probably set up in a couple of hours, and I can unmold it, but I probably won't unmold it for like a couple of days because I don't like want it not to be fully good on the bottom. Sometimes you take it off and it'll have, look like stuff, and I'll look like that. So I usually wait a few days before I unmold it. And then for it to cure, it takes 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks. By the 5th week, I would use the soap, and 6th week, I would be selling it.
Does it cost anything for the June 14th?
The June
Register?
14th, yes,
How much?
yes. It's going to be, I think, $50 or $60.
And then what, getting for this?
You're getting 6 bars of soap, your own silicone soap mold, and I will be providing everything else. So you will have your own apron, your own safety glasses, gloves, different size gloves, whatever you need, spatulas, immersion blenders, whatever you want. I will have the fragrances, the different colors. So this will be an interactive class, and you would customize your soap how you want it to look. I should have brought examples. My mom is good at that, but I do have samples of my soaps that I regularly make. That's on my website. And
Each part would cost if that was the first.
the soaps range from $8 to $13 a bar, and then there are bundle packs for, I'm not sure, I think for my face soaps we have a bundle pack and it's 3 for $19. So, and you can get, just give me your email stuff. I will be sending out discounts and sales and any promotional stuff that I'm about to do so that you will know and you can get a discount. I just have to figure out how to do it.
How do we give you our email?
You can write it down or you can scan with your phone. So now I'm just playing with it. I'm answering y'all questions and I'm just playing with it. You can't see. Anybody have any more questions?
Since we missed the beginning, what did you do in the beginning of it? How did you make it?
Well, my base oils are olive oil, castor oil, cocoa butter, and coconut oil. And those were already master batched and melted together. I just poured those off, and then I added my colloidal oatmeal, my and rice flour, and I into the oils. Then I mixed the Tulsa, not Tulsa silk. Tulsa silk is it's a silk that I add into my lye. Tulsa silk gives the soap bar like that silky finish when you wet it and it looks so glistening and silky. That's what Tulsa silk does. I add that into my lye container. Before adding the lye, I'll add that in with my solution, and then I'll use the heat from the lye solution to dissolve the Tulsa silk. So it dissolves into the lye. You might be able to see a little remnants of it in the lye. It dissolves and it gives it like a really good fine finish and texture to the soap, and it's really good for your skin as well. And all you need is a little tiny pinch of it and it'll dissolve from the heat because lye gets over 200 degrees Fahrenheit. They're making it fresh, and so yeah, it dissolves right away. I didn't mean to say tapioca starch is what I use to anchor my fragrance. And that's been also used in bath and beauty products for years and years and years. Since the beginning, people have used tapioca starch, as well as colloidal oatmeal and rice flour to soothe their skin, soothe irritation, for inflammation issues, and different things like that. They're in a lot of baby soaps, and as well as baby lotions, as well as like those expensive eye creams and like that. Like rice flour, that has anti-aging and anti-wrinkle capabilities that helps smooth out your skin. But we see it in the grocery store and we don't know that. We don't know that we can just make something instead of buying something for like $30 that comes in a little jar like that and you dab it on your skin. You can actually make something yourself. This stuff is all easy and accessible. I started from Walmart, Target, Amazon. I bought some stuff and I just watched YouTube videos. I did my research and got books. I read articles. I watched other people YouTube and got ideas, joined Facebook groups and everything, just to be able to have a type of soap that I wanted to have that was moisturizing to the skin and would not cause any irritations, would help with inflammation. Like my mom last week, she went out and ate something and came back with hives. And she's like, Mia, I got hives all over my arms and my legs. I was like, all right, use this soap. I did my turmeric and activated charcoal soap. Use this soap. She went to the shower, used the soap. She came back downstairs. She's like, they're gone. I was like, good job, good job, good job. Same thing the next day. Because she thought it was something different. But I think now she's allergic to strawberries because she was like, I thought it was this, but I think it was the strawberries. So I think now she's allergic to strawberries. But yeah, like my soaps, I'm to moisturize and benefit your skin. Like you're going to see a difference. Any bar of soap, doesn't have to be the face soap, it can be any bar of soap. Just because they look pretty, they are still beneficial to your skin, to the health of your skin, to your complexion. So, any other questions?
Vitamin E oil, that's good for.
Yes, which is in a lot of my oils. Like my face soaps have shea butter, rice bran oil, castor oil, and I think almond oil. And those oils are packed with vitamin E. And rice, I use that instead of olive oil because olive oil is actually clogging to your pores. And I use shea butter because cocoa butter is actually clogging to your pores. When I formulated my face soaps, I formulated them specifically for not to cause inflammation or clogged pores or anything like that. I wanted it to benefit, like be specific for like oily. I used to T-zone, and so I made the exhilarated face soap, and that was to work on that T-zone. And I don't have that, not like I don't have to do this and be like, oh, I can lotion up the rest of my arms, or you know, like it was crazy. Like I started my business in 2019. This has been over years, and as well as I am a chemist. I have my chemistry degree. I use that background to do more research, to learn about the different molecules and how they work and the ratios you need to use with saturated and unsaturated fats. I definitely did my homework. So I'm gonna just let you know that. Well, it depends on what kind of soap you want.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You can with just olive oil, and that's like a Castile soap, but you're just using olive oil. You'll know, like with the different soaps, you'll have different characteristics because of the saturated fats. Those fatty acids give you different characteristics. Castile oil is mild. Give you like as much bubbliness as if you had a coconut oil based soap. Just coconut oil, that is a bubbly soap, but it gets as a rock. And sometimes it's hard to deal with when making it because it's just that only oil that you're using. So it can get difficult. It's hard as a rock, but it gives you a bunch of bubbles. But however, if you use too much oil in your soap, you can dry out your skin because it can cause dry skin if you're overexposed to it. I only use a certain amount because I don't want it to overtake and dry out your skin instead of moisturizing your skin. Any other questions?
Do you make any for the hair?
You can use my soaps for hair. I have, but I do not make any specifically for my hair. I use the China ones mostly, or the sea moss one on my hair. But I have done it. I haven't made a specific hair soap yet, but I did think about that today. Like, oh, I should think about a recipe for hair. But I really want to do like a dog soap. Sea moss soap for for me, for us, and it's fragrance. And so I was like, let me see if I could give him a bath with it. I just started and I just did his leg or whatever, just to see if he'll break out or something. Nothing happens. I was with the soap like the whole summer, and he didn't fleas. I will not lie, he did not get any. I watched him probably every 3 to 4 weeks, and he did not get fleas. And I live and behind my house is a meadow and everything, and no fleas or ticks was on him. Because I noticed when the bar ran out and I didn't have any more, and I wasn't washing him with that thing, like with the bar, the fleas, and then I had to go and get some more soap. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing it, like, yeah, cause their soap can be, that medicated soap, my goodness.
Is there a soap for mosquitoes?
Yep. This soap right here has its
I'm
fragrance.
allergic to that. I'm allergic to lemon.
I make a lotion that I give to my daughter and I use in my family members with lemongrass fragrance. They don't get any mosquitoes. Some of them do running through the park and they're like, oh my goodness, I love your lotion. Like, I didn't get bit once. This soap has lemongrass.
I break out. I already tried the lemongrass and broke out in hot.
Oh, really? Like the actual.
Lemongrass oil.
Oh.
And I was trying to repel these stinking mosquitoes around here.
Okay. Definitely. Like, I'll make an oil. I'll put it in like a spray bottle with water or something, put lemongrass drops in there, just spray my whole body. And when I'm going out to do yard work or something, I spray my whole body with it, like the water and the essential oil, no problems.
I use pure vanilla extract, coconut oil, and water. And it works against the daytime mosquitoes. Now the nighttime mosquitoes, that's a whole new breed. We're going in
Come to
there.
eat that.
Here.
What I make works against
That's what got me. I didn't have.
that's what made
The
me
most
make
moist-
something, because with the vanilla, pure vanilla.
I'm not gonna say no. I would say the best oil that I've heard of that's been in a lot of stuff is castor oil. It's so, and I use it when I'm getting toothache. I'll put castor oil like right here when I'm getting a toothache, because castor oil penetrates into your skin and it basically breaks down whatever, like it's known to break down in your uterus and stuff like that. People, yeah, like, yep. On top pick, like I use it for, like I told y'all about my daughter when she had the rashes, and it got rid of those, and it was just straight castor oil. I'm just like, get rid of this darn stuff, and this castor oil worked, and it worked, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna always have castor oil. I have like 4 bottles in my bathroom. Like, I can't run out because I use it. You can use it for soap, not just for just on your skin to moisturize your skin, but to heal your skin. Like, yeah, for my toothache, because it breaks down, penetrates into your barrier, breaks down, it fights whatever's in there, and it wins. It wins. So,
Just rub it on.
yeah, like I'll use like I'll use like a Q-tip or a cotton ball, and I'll just put it on there, and then I'll just rub it here if I'm feeling something. If I'm feeling sore somewhere, my knee was hurting, I'll rub it on there. Like if I
so I don't have
that is but I don't even like let me just use this darn oil because it works on pretty much every mom. That's my mom. So yeah, people. I went to college on this Jamaican girl, and she would have to take a teaspoon of it when she was sick.
That's what she did.
She was like, mother made me do it. Like she was like, I do it really. Oh, that was. She was like 5. I was like, yes. Any other questions? I'm just cleaning up. But other questions?
It's good to go on YouTube and watch you and learn how to make.
Or you can come to my soap making class. You can
Where's
get
that
right
at?
into it. At the Boys and Girls Club, you
So
sign
take a
up.
picture.
Okay.
And let me show this to my mom and dad.
But yeah, come to my class and you can learn how to make you will make your own soap. Like you will do it. And if you watch YouTube videos before or after, then it'll get more comfortable for you. Cause it wasn't, I'm telling you, the first time I have a picture of what I looked like the first time I made soap. I looked like I was about to go and fight some aliens. Like my hair was wrapped up. I had this bag on my hair. Like I had a mask on, glasses, my sweatshirt, my apron. I was like, look at how I'm covered. Like I'm sure all of the fully covered. So I could not get burnt by this lye. I was like, I'm not getting burnt by this lye. No, it heats up. The reaction when it gets when it touches water is it heats up. It cools down eventually, but it heats up. That's what it happens whenever it's liquid. So if you were around lye and you spill some, because lye is a powder, it looks like salt kind of. You spill some floor and you do not clean it all the way up. You may not know that you've been walking on lye because you just ain't had water spilled on the ground and stepped on it. But if water spilled on the ground, you stepped on it barefoot, your foot will start burning. You can rinse it off and rinse your foot under water or stuff like that, but that's how it reacts to when it gets to liquid.
Well, then what makes it?
What makes it good in soap is that I don't want to say it's good in soap. When this is set up, when I take this out the mold, there will be no lye in here. This is like making a cake. You have your separate ingredients, and then you combine them, you put them in the oven, and it comes out something different. So when I had the lye will be this right now, how it's hardening up and everything. This is the reaction that's happening. It's called saponification. It's kind of like baking. So it's going to heat up until it doesn't have to bake anymore. Those molecules are going to be fused together, making soap. So it's breaking bonds and it's linking bonds, and it's going to be a whole other thing. It's not going to have any trace of lye in it. I use 17 ounces, and I use 36.1 ounces of it. It depends on the recipe, and it also depends on my lye strength. So if you have a 50-50 lye solution, that's 50. If you have a 50% lye solution, that's a high concentration of lye to put with soap. You want a solution where your lye percentage is like maybe between 30 and 40%. With that takes calculation. you have the saponification number off of all of your oils, which is on the back of whatever oil you buy. You'll see something that says SAP number, SAP, and it has a number. SAP is for saponification. So that number you use, and you use whatever amount you for that oil, and you calculate how much oil how much lye you're going to need for that oil or those combination of oils. You use lye to make soap, but it's not in soap. Yeah, it's just like bacon. Yep, you have a cake. You use milk to make the cake, but
I wrote
the
my
cake
name
isn't
and
milk.
email address.
Thank you very much.
Letting
Lye
my
is like
mom and dad know.
lye is like the process,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
treating
yes.
process of it.
What is handy to?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I-
You can make a lye heavy soap. Yeah,
Yeah.
it won't, because if you don't have enough oils to react with the lye, it's just a bunch of lye left over. Like what I like to do, I like to super fat my soap, so that means I'm adding a bit more oils than I said I was. Hold on for a bit more oils than I said I was. That's like maybe 5% more, just for that moisturization, because that is not going to saponify with the lye. It'll just be oils, and that's what helps your skin more moisturized. Yes, sweet.
Soaps that my parents, they made it to wash clothes with.
Oh,
It
okay.
wasn't for the skin. And
Okay.
they didn't make it with, they made it with lard.
Oh, I mean that's animal fat,
This is supplements now.
but lard is animal fat.
That's what they made it with lard.
I make yeah, animal fat. Yep, you can use any fat that you want to use. I'm interested in trying to find some pine tar. I can try to make pine tar soap. I heard that that's supposed to be like a really good moisturizing bar, because pine tar is like lard, not lard, tar. It's like tar.
You make that detoxifying soap?
I don't make pine soap.
That
I
pine
want-
soap, the black soap or something, it's black?
Yes, it's
Or
really
is it-
dark, but it's not black. It's kind of like a dark,
And it smells
dark.
like a-
Yeah, yep, yeah.
Cause I worked for that.
You did?
Detoxifying soap,
You like it?
I liked it.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that-
It's hard to find, and it's very expensive. Like I want to find it could probably be cheaper, but it's hard to find pine tar oil that's not too expensive. And then I'm kind of intimidated in using it just because it's so thick. So, any more questions?
How do you know if you don't?
Your oils will be oil all over. It will just look like a bunch of oil.
It won't bake.
Yeah, it won't bake. It will bake whatever it can, but it will have a nice oily layer on top.
So that means I gotta add some more lye.
No,
No?
that because you already made the soap.
Oh,
You can't add lye to soap, but you can rebatch that soap and make another soap with it. You can put that, like say this had too much, but I wanted to do a bigger batch, or I wanted to do 2 of these. I can make this recipe and then add whatever I shaved off. You have to shave it off like with a cheese grater or something like that, cut it down, and you can mix it into your lye batch. After you put this lye solution in with the oils, you mix that in, and you can make a whole nother bar of soap from a lye heavy soap. But just adjust the lye percentage in your new batch to lower, to compensate for the overload of lye that you had in your first batch.
once you practice a lot, you'll get used to it.
Yeah. I never made a lye heavy soap, or I don't think I did, but I've made an oil heavy. I just let it sit, and then it sat probably for like a year. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna cut this up. I just shaved it, and it was all like crispy and hard by then. I shaved that thing down real quick and just did a whole bunch of other bars. So,
That's how you shave it down to different shapes you want, like over here.
no, I use modes.
Okay.
More questions?
And also my dad just texted. Thanks. Do they have a fee for the workshop, and how much is it?
Yes, it is $60, I believe, but scan the QR code and it should take you to my Eventbrite. Find me on
Okay. What should
Eventbrite.
I say? It says how much is it? What should I say?
60.
60.
It costs $60. Okay? And
For you, you can scan it right now.
there is a scan for the QR code for the Eventbrite.
I just have this.
Yeah.
I'll take you to it.
The event is telling him.
Okay.
What should I say? It's $60, and there's a scan for the QR code for the event.
Okay, yes. And take a picture of that. You see that picture right there on that back wall? Take a picture of that flyer, and that's the flyer for the class.
Okay. Let me send this to my dad.
Any more questions?
What about body cream, like, soap cream, like liquid soap?
With soap?
Yeah.
So I made a soap base with soap scraps that I use, like when I clean my soaps, they're scraps. I don't throw them away. You can recycle it and always use it to make something else. So I made a soap base. All I did was just add some water to it and put it on the double boiler and stir until it gets to where it was all melted. Then just let that sit. It gets a little hard. Then you just go in and start mixing around. It gets nice and creamy. You can use your hands or as a body wash or
Body wash, that's what.
yes. I have a YouTube video showing how I did that as well.
Now, is there an alternative to use
You can do cold processed soap. There's also hot processed soap, but it also takes. You can use potassium hydroxide, and that will make liquid that, but that will also be a hot process, and that will be done in the crock pot. You will get that. Maybe that is the heating that she was talking about. That was because I was like heating, but yeah, the hot process they cook it in a crock pot. They add the lye and everything, and it just bakes, and the soap goes through its transformations in there, and then they put that into the mold. I don't know how to do that.
Where is the location at?
Right there,
Address?
right there.
All right.
Any more questions? Welcome, welcome. This is the soap I made, and this is actually a previous batch of the soap. So it'll look like this. Same fragrance, same recipe. Pass it around.
Okay.
Yes, put your name, email address on the sheet that I can notify you for any upcoming library events, any classes, any vending events that I'm doing. Thinking about doing a pop-up shop. I can let you know what's going on or where I'll be, as well as for any discounts or anything promotional that I'm doing. So definitely leave me your email address. To clean this, I'll let it sit overnight. I'll let it get hard, and I'll soak it in water. Let it soak in water, then put it in the dishwasher. So I'm not scrubbing.
No, right?
I'm not scrubbing. No. Like even with it hard, I'll put it in the sink, cover it with water, and let it, dissolve. Because its body will be so like it'll be bubbles coming up because this is after it saponifies, it's soap. Curing is for it to have the water evaporate out the soap so that it doesn't turn and smush if it's in the shower like for a couple of days. Those bars just melt. That's why you cure them for 5 to 4, 6 weeks or however long you need to. Different types of bars take different amounts of time to cure. The olive oil bar, Castile bar soap will take probably, if you do straight Castile, I'll cure those for at least 3 months before selling them because it's just olive oil is just going to melt really fast. At least 3 months, probably longer than that. I'll just hide them and not think about them and let them wait because the longer you let it wait, the bubbler, like the more bubbles you get, and I like that. But if you do a coconut oil and it's mostly coconut oil, it's not going to take as long. Mine, with the ratio of coconut oil in it, it takes about 5 weeks for me to feel comfortable to just use the soap. But I can use it after it finishes the pump. I can use it tomorrow, but it'll become a mush thing, and I want it to be a nice, solid, hard bar.
And what's your name?
Mia, M-I-A.
Your name is.
Other questions? And I'm doing another demonstration actually this week on Saturday at the Delaware Library as well. So it'll be a different kind of soap. I'm thinking of something that's falling along the lines of the holidays coming up. Maybe something a little festive looking. Maybe I'll do layers. I'll do layers. It's at 11. It's 11 to 1.
Tickets for.
Oh, the tickets are to win sample pack for my space soap. This is my sea moss and turmeric soap. This is my turmeric and activated charcoal soap. This is my lavender soap, and this is my exhilarated face soap. It's just the win this so you can try out my face suits. Thank
Just
you.
adding-
You don't have to add me. You can just email me.
Your email? What's
It's on there, all of the information. Oh, so do I. So do I. I take it, especially if I'm going on vacation or something.
Binder, detoxer.
Oh. I take activated charcoal, echinacea, and I forget then turmeric and curcum. So yeah, I'll be taking I try to stay on the stuff instead of having to take the medicated stuff. Like,
Right.
castor oil, I'll take this over hydrocortisone cream any day.
I make my own nasal spray. Saline, iodine, eucalyptus oil,
Oh wow.
and some peppermint oil. And the stuffy nose,
Mhm.
it stops the runny nose. It helps my throat, like if I have the scratchiness right up. I make a nebulizer treatment if I feel a little raw. I had vertigo from an inner ear infection. I put drops in my ears at
My
nighttime.
mom gets vertigo.
In my ear, and after 3 nights, the vertigo was gone. I felt like I was on a floating dock. I'm like, the world's wobbling.
Oh, you have to talk.
Yeah, now-
Any more questions or anything?
I even make my own.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do.
I was going to start to get into that, but then it was just like too much because I was in sugar scrubs, lotions, and it was just getting out of control. My diffuser stuff is still packed away. I was like, when the time is right, I'll bring it out, but I have not like did any research enough into that and to distill like my own plants and stuff like that. I really want to eventually get into that. No. Sugar scrub, sugar, some oils, and you mix it in a mixer. You can add your fragrance, add a color. That's it. Yeah, sugar scrub that's easy. This no chemicals needed. No nothing.
No lie.
No lie. No lie. Also, probably a preservative. I have a video.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you go out the door?
I'm assuming
You can go out that door, you just can't come back in.
you can grab any merchandise. Anybody have any more?
Is that tonight?
Yes. Oh, okay. Micah, where are the tickets? Get a ticket.
Did all the ladies at the table get a ticket? Did y'all get a ticket?
Yes. yes, I am. Yeah. It was funny. I thought about the name. I was just young, and I was like, I wouldn't know. I was like, what kind of child I'm gonna have? But I like the name Micah.
What is sign liability release?
That is, you be careful you don't get hurt.
She's not liable for anything that happens.
Yes.
Liability release.
Yes. I'm not going to be responsible if you are irresponsible. Because I'm going to tell you everything to do. I'm going to bring you everything you need. So, and I'm going to show you how to make the soap, how to mix the oils and the lye properly with the blender, because that may be intimidating. If you're newer, we could start just doing it with a whisk, because you can mix in the lye and everything. I've made soap just using a whisk and not even using my blender at times. Yes, I will do everything that I know to do to keep you safe, but you just have to be responsible. Yes, you sign that.
I signed that thing over there.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Micah, did you get them? Well, can I get the tickets? Oh, no. Not sure. I'm going, yeah. Okay. Micah, you want to do it?
Excuse me, do we have to write our name here at the back?
No.
No.
I'm going to call a number.
Smells good.
Okay.
That's okay.
So everybody has one of these, right?
Okay.
All right. 3499006. Congratulations.
Oh, what did you win?
Yes, and follow me on Instagram or something. Leave a review. Tell me how you heard. If you didn't like it or whatever your thoughts are on the soup.
I have to be careful when you're
Thank you, Ms.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. I have another demonstration on Saturday at the Delaware Library. If you're interested in that, that's at 11.
Can you break
I have my pamphlet. So it's that, but these three. And if you go on my website, you can probably differentiate ones your which from like the color. But this one, and this one.
Price of each of those.
These are these range from $8 to $2. Yes. Yes. Sea moss has artificial sea skin, has so many vitamins in it. It's good for elasticity in your skin. And like I eat it, but I eat moss. Your skin glowing. That was when I had the tea that helps detoxify the skin. It has tea tree oil. Yes. Tea tree oil in it, rosemary oil. Those have those antioxidant, anti-inflammatory type of benefits. The turmeric and activated charcoal. Turmeric is very good with anti-inflammatory properties, antimicro. The activated charcoal is detoxifying the skin. It's like all these my face bars. I put a lot of focus in making sure that it's not gonna break you out
Right.
or anything. Like if anything, it's just not gonna do anything at all.